Some of you may be aware of China banning the export of sand to Taiwan, and there were some people asking me on, what would be the impact to the stock market. So the good news is this, right? China only rely on 1.88% of its import in the first half of this year from China. So 1.8% is actually a very low number, which is insignificant, and it's easily replaced with import from other countries. And Taiwan itself has already expressed that there's actually no impact regarding this ban on the semiconductor industry, and no impact to TSMC, because that percentage of the import can be replaced by other country import. In fact, the biggest dependency of the sand import for Taiwan is actually from Australia. Right? Australia export 48% of Taiwan sand needs. Okay? So if there's any news regarding Australia export to Taiwan, that would be a bigger news. Yeah. So why is sand? How is sand related to semiconductor? Sand is actually a very important ingredient to make silicon, and silicon is a key component of semiconductor chip. Right? So the material, right, is actually cheap, but when it turns into semiconductor chip, right, it's become expensive. And semiconductor is needed in so many components around the world, and right now it's also in shortage. Right? So this become a important news. So although the impact to Taiwan, and especially one of the key manufacturer called TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation, is minimal, but this concern is the start of more tension between US and China. Okay? And there could be more sanctions to Taiwan after that, or retaliation on that perspective. Although the percentage dependency on this sand from China is low, however, the bad news is this actually start the concern regarding increasing tension between US, China related to Taiwan. So this may have other severe implications down the road, where China may impose more sanctions to Taiwan. But at the current moment, the impact will be more on potentially the GDP of Taiwan on other areas like fruits and food import. Yeah, but at least for now, luckily the semiconductor dependency is less. But we do need to watch out what are the future retaliation, especially if it involves Australia, right? So although Australia is closer to US compared to China, however, Australia has also a lot of dependency for export to China. So who knows, one day China may also indirectly pressure Australia, right, to have less export of sand to Taiwan. So however, TSMC has also learned to diversify its factory, so it has initiated a plant in the US, so that it's not all entirely dependent on Taiwan manufacturing. Although we cannot rule out if there's ever a war between China and Taiwan, right, for a forced consolidation, then it will definitely severely impact TSMC and the global semiconductor supply. So this lesser dependency on China's sand has also shown in the chart for the the key semiconductor stocks like TSMC, AMD, Nvidia, and Apple, which relies on TSMC for manufacturing for the semiconductor chip. From the chart, since the sanction on the 3rd of August, right, until now, the chart is still healthy, right? That shows that the impact is very minimal. Yeah.